All right, man. Let's talk. Let's talk heavy in this thing. Apparently, Lions injury bug is biting the Lions again. Primarily, it's bit the offense, defensive side of the ball. You had some offensive injuries through the last season and some change. But now you have Manu, Giovanni. He's going on IR. You have Taylor Decker that's been ruled out. So, but both your left tackles both been ruled out, and they really got to look at what's why do our players keep falling apart. And the one thing that's gonna stop the Lions from winning the Super Bowl is strictly durability. You know what I'm saying? Not having no Kyle Ripkins on this bitch. But excuse my language. The Lions have three Lion players downgraded to out ahead of the Chiefs game. Detroit Lions rule out three players Sunday Night Football versus Kansas City Chiefs. This is gonna be an L. Yeah, it's gonna be an L, but an understandable L, but not really because they just refuse to make the proper adjustments on how they practice and the players that they choose. Okay, but I'll get into that. I don't want to sound like so repetitive, but Detroit Lions injury woes continue to mount as they prepare to travel to Kansas City for a Week 6 battle until the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. On Saturday, Lions announced they downgraded three player statuses to out: offensive tackle Taylor Decker shoulder, offensive tackle Giovanni knee, defensive back Avonte Maddox, who's also their backup safety in the backup corner. For both of their safeties, Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, game time decisions. Maddox has a hamstring as they are not healthy enough to play this weekend's game. After ruling back out running back Sanu Vecchi, another injury-prone guy they may possibly just go ahead and cut. He ain't never healthy. They brought in Zach Cunningham, hamstring, Terrion Arnold, shoulder, the Lions, and also DJ Reed is also on IR. And they got two they safeties, game time decision, Kirby Joseph and BB. So, ultimately I think they put Giovanni Manu, they put him on IR. So a motherfucker who, excuse my language, who ain't played or no real football, his first real game he played, he get injured. At some point, we can talk about the practice habits that they have. But at some point, Brad Holmes has got to put a premium on durability. I was looking at the interview because I did a short on Giovanni. He was talking about after the Browns game. I mean the Bengals game. He was saying seemed like a Lions game in the stadium. There was so many fans there. Woo, 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 right? And ooh, it was funny. But yeah, he was like, yeah, and I'm just looking at it, I said, this dude ain't got a lick of muscle on him. Like, he don't have any muscle to be that big and not be muscular and play offensive lineman in the league is troubling to me, right? And at the end of the day, I feel like they should have been drafted. And I guess they feel like in Manu Giovanni, they do have his left tackle replacement. The Lions need to stop bullshitting after this season. Either prepare Manu Giovanni to play right tackle, right? Go out there, play a left tackle, or switch to to left tackle, and go find your right tackle. Put Manu Giovanni at left tackle. At right tackle. Stop bullshitting. It'd be great for Penisa Will's career to go to the left side. Real talk. It may be great for his career. So, but you got to ask yourself. I'm really starting to think. I'm really starting to think that Brad Holmes, is he just intentionally drafting injury prone players. I'm really starting to think that he's literally going to pick the most broken up players because he did that article to me. I can sympathize with them, and nah, nigga, nah. We ain't trying to hear that. Real talk. Real talk. So I think that's where the issue at, in my opinion. Brad Holmes has got to stop taking chances on injury prone players. They said that in his rack straw, he tore his ACL or something in college. Somebody was saying in the comment section. So I'm gonna go down the history that I can think of just off the top of the dome. All right. the history that I can actually think about the guys that he drafted, right? So let's go through them real quick. He drafted Levi Onwuzurike, right? Tackle. I loved him coming out of Washington. One thing you got to understand, he had a back injury. That's the same back injury that forced Shaq Leonard, a.k.a. Darius Leonard, to retire from the Colts, and he went to the Eagles, couldn't play no more. To retire. Remember, Onwuzurike had this back injury, and he did not even play his final year or the last year of college football. You didn't play your last year, and then you end up with a back injury like that, and they draft him in the second round. Okay. Him not doing this thing forces you to go out there, spend a draft pick on Tyleek Williams. It also forces you, to go out there and spend money on DJ Reed. Okay, they draft Josh Pascal, a guy who had a long history of being injured. Okay, I'm not even going to get in that. He had a very long history of being injured, right? They draft him, and he injured right now. He been injured. He stayed injured. Guess what? If he did his job, you probably wouldn't need another pass rusher. But now you need a pass rusher. You had to spend extra money and extra compensation on the defensive tackle position because of Levi Onwuzurike. Oh, okay, let's fast forward, right? Then they go out there. And they draft Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rackstraw Jr. Both of them can't stay healthy. But Ennis Rackstraw Jr., apparently they said he tore his ACL in college. Okay, guess what? If Rackstraw and Terrion Arnold stay healthy, you never would have need to spend that money on DJ Reed. You never would have need to spend that money on DJ Reed. Therefore, without needing to spend the money on DJ Reed, you could have spent that on a pass rusher. So at the end of the day, Brad Holmes, his affection for guys who have injury histories before they come into the National Football League or durability issues is the reason the Lions won't win the Super Bowl. It's the reason why. Yeah, they can change their practice habits, but also their practice habits is one of the reasons why they're one of the most physical football teams in the National Football League. That's why. That's why they're one of the most physical football. So ultimately, it is Brad Holmes not putting a premium on durability. He's literally going out there to seek. He's literally going out there to seek injured players. He out there playing Captain Save an injured nigga. So it is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.